All right, I'm officially live. Here we go. Let's just do a quick check here. All right. I think we are ready to rock, guys. We'll get some jamming going here in a minute. Just getting everything set up on my end. Okay, let's see. Check, check, check. It's a bit low. It's a little bit more volume. Okay, I can hear myself pretty well. I don't know about you guys. Can you hear me okay? Is the voice, guitar audio sound alright to you? How's it going, guys? How you doing, my friend? And hello, yeah, check 1, 2, 3, absolutely. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday out there. Alright, coming through. Love to hear that. Heck yeah. But killer, I'm going to do some jamming here in a minute. Welcome to the old Friday stream. We are working. Good to see you, Nightbot. Thanks for coming. That's our good moderator, the AI moderator. Keeping all the bad bots out. Heck yeah. But yeah, awesome. For those of you that are on my Patreon, I always mispronounce it. We'll do our members only live stream later after this stream. So we'll do our lesson stream later. So cool. Let's get some jamming going. Let's see what we got here and pull up some rock backing track stuff. And we'll go from there. Then we'll do some chit chat. Alright, let's see what we got here. Something not too fast, not too slow, just a nice mellow start to one. Ah, commercials.
It got stuck.
Hey, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, man? Yes, the epic battle begins.
Still perfectly edible, just not visually.
Let's see here. I might add a tiny bit of delay. Why not? It sure is quiet. We can just lower it down to like that. Trying to adjust my settings. Feedback, see, a crossfeed. Do a little bit of that. Alright, let's try that tone, see if that sounds kind of okay. Maybe just a little less delay. It's a little powerful. Sorry, guys. I'll go back to the chat here in a sec. Okay, let me look back here. Gonna check my album out in a bit. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Heck yeah. See, 1980s, 1990s, metal rules. Totally agree with you. Ah, thanks, Tyler. Appreciate the share, dude. Alright, let's see if we get some jamming going now. I think I have the tone I like. Well, guys, this sounds okay. I gotta warm up my hands, man. I'm a bit sloppy today. I haven't played it all day. It's been filming stuff. Alright, where are we at here? Where are we at? Oh, that's ridiculous. I need to fix that. I don't know how to go into that. Old school gent is good too. Yeah, it can be. What's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Heck yeah, appreciate that. I know, right? Isn't that bonkers? Yeah, no problem, dude. I wish I would have caught you sooner. I was in lessons most of the day, so I'm always at the mercy of my schedule. I know, right? Hey, what's up, Jeff? Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I like rock fusion stuff for sure. I need to get like maybe a little chorus going on. Let's see. I think maybe just a tiny bit of chorus, a little less delay. Let me just adjust my tone while I'm talking to you guys. Be sure to let me know what you guys got going on this Friday evening or afternoon, depending where you live, I guess. Yeah, let me know what you guys got going on. In the meantime, let me just adjust a little bit of something here because I want to see if I can get a little modulation. We're going to experiment with some tones today because why not? Why not? That is the question. Let's see what this sounds like. I haven't really gone through these. What is this one? No, it's a bit too strong for me. Well, that sounds a bit weird. Not a big fan of that one either. Going through some plugins, guys. Give me a sec. Sorry. Yeah, a bit much. It's a bit strong. Let me just try one more thing here. That'll work. Good enough. Good enough for now. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I appreciate you saying that, man. I'm flattered. I'm just a dork, man. But I'm glad it could help. What's up, dude? Oh, yeah, me too, man. Nightbot could be kind of wild, man. But, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, danged if you do, danged if you don't. Heck yeah. Totally agree, man. Good to see you, by the way. Alright, let's go ahead and do some jamming here. I'm going to find some more synth-wavy kind of backing tracks because they're not too fast. And I can kind of warm up my hands a bit because I haven't really played much. Like I said, I'm a little sloppy today, so bear with me. Intense synthwave in D minor. Really? We'll be the judge of that. We'll see what's really intense. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. Alright, it's enough of that track. That's kind of a fun one. Let's do some chit-chatty. Alright, where are we at here? Not trying to ignore you guys. Let's see. What's up, Mitch? Good to see you. Happy Friday right back at you. No worries. Thank you for joining me. That's funny, dude. Didn't see that coming. Bye, my friend. We'll see you next time. Heck yeah. Nothing wrong with that, dude. I get some good practice in. And then, again, for those of you that aren't on my Patreon, well, you got to join, man. You're going to miss out on some cool membership stuff. But those that are joined, we're going to do our membership live stream later tonight. We'll do like a live lesson on like legato and some other technique stuff. So make sure to join if you aren't already joined. Tasty selections. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate that. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Jerry? How you doing, man? Alright, you want something in the style of System of a Down? Sure, I can try that. Let's see. We will do our best. Okay, let me try this. All right. It's the only one I can find without vocals for right now. Let's do some jamming on the System of a Down track. I don't know if you play over that. Hopefully that works for you. All right, where are we at here? I gotta go back. Sorry, guys. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Jack? Good to see you, man. And good to see you as well, Jay. Hope all's well, man. Appreciate that. Heck yeah, man. I got this, oh gosh, maybe about a month ago from a fan. I gotta make a video on it. I might do that later tonight. I just been so lazy. What's up, my buddy? How you doing, man? Down with that. Heck yeah. Yeah, some System of a Shred. Call it that from now on. Shred of a Down. I've gotten better. Sweet. Thanks, man. I'm trying to clean up my technique. I'm a little sloppy. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. And thank you, my friend. Appreciate the suggestion, by the way. If you guys have any suggestions or any bands or whatever you want me to try jamming on, I'll do my best. Can't guarantee it'll sound good, but I'll try. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. My arms are a little sore today, man. Like they're not all. Usually they're more relaxed. You guys know like resistance bands, right? Like working out with resistance bands. I have the X3 bar, with the bands. I've had it for years, and I was trying to get back into using it. So like the last few weeks, been doing like my deadlifts with the bands and stuff. Anyways, my forearms are all sore today. I'm like, man. So because I did it yesterday, so I'm not playing as clean as I'd like. So if I mess up, it's not my fault. Okay, well, it kind of is. Diatonic solos, absolutely, nothing wrong with that. Thanks, man, appreciate it. Really? Yeah, they're a great band, man. I used to like listening to their music back in the day, Sugar and all that, Toxicity. I think one of the first songs I ever played that was like a full song was like BYOB back in the day, but I was like, I don't know, 12 or something. 13, I can't remember how old I was. Oh, yeah. Yeah, some resistance bands are crazy awesome. I get the Serious Steel ones, because they're kind of similar, like the texture similar to the X3, but... Alright, any other jams you guys want to try throwing at me? Any like, songs? I don't care what it is. We could jam on Phil Collins, Michael Bolton, we could do some metal, we could do some... Whatever you guys want to do. Can I still do the BYOB riff? Oh gosh, I don't really remember. It was like... something like that. I can't remember. I don't remember how the riff goes anymore. It's been so long. Something like that with opens. Let's see. Oh yeah, nothing wrong with the 80s, man. Love the 80s. Heck yeah, high school in the 80s. Some sick chords. Shards. Heck yeah, nothing wrong with Dio and Iron Maiden, man. Metallica. I remember you like Iron Maiden a lot. I remember that when I first met you on Omegle back in the day. Definitely not Shards. Yeah, hopefully not. Okay, so you want to hear some chords? Like that kind of chord stuff? I don't know. I'm just screwing around. Oh, thanks for joining. Appreciate that. No shards in D minor. Okay, you got it. Make sure not to do that. Can I sing some Cranberries? I'm not much of a singer. Trust me, you don't want to hear me sing. I'd make you probably run away. We could shred on some Cranberries. I don't know if that would sound cool to you, but we can try that. How about you sing? Yeah, I'll do Mary Had a Little Lamb today, guys. Yeah, but we can do some Cranberries jams. Let's see. Instrumental. Why do all these have vocals? I don't want the vocal ones. I'm trying to find ones that's like pure instrumental. Or maybe it'd just be better to find like karaoke tracks, because maybe that would make more sense. I don't think a lot of people are looking for Cranberries like guitar backing tracks. Pull that up. Yeah, my brain is always somewhere. That's all I can tell you on that one. All right, let's do it. Which song? Let's see. Do you want to hear Testament after that? Okay, we could do some of that. Yeah, I pull on my inner Inya, right? Gaelic style. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Paradise City. Okay, we could put that to the list of shredding. All right, I'm just going to pull up a random one then for the Cranberries, and we'll keep moving down the list. So if you guys have other requests, we'll keep going through them in order as they come, so I'm fair. I'm not going to try to like cut anybody off. I'm just going to jam on this track. I don't know what key it's in. Is that E minor? No, it's in... Okay, I see what's going on. Not really sure what to play over that. Go ahead and pause that for you. Okay, missed some chat, sorry. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Never a problem. I appreciate the support and the donation, man. Very much appreciated. Heck. Let's see. Oh, crap. Thanks, Trey. Appreciate that, dude. And good to see you, by the way. I didn't even see you there. Heck. And by the way, same goes to you, man. You're a good dude and a great player. We got to do more collabs. Let me go back up here because I think I missed some of your guys' requests earlier. So let's see. I have to go backtracking. Sorry. Sounds great. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. You're new to singing and trying to figure it out. Oh gosh, yeah. I wouldn't even know where to start with the singing part. Don't let me give you advice on that. Unless you want to sound terrible. And you're ready to head to a gig. Okay, I see that now. Appreciate you stopping by, dude, and appreciate the donation again. Oh, wow. That's rough, man. I'm really sorry to hear about the wrist and everything. The human body can be such a sucky thing sometimes. I hope you feel better soon, and hopefully it's not as long as you think. But yeah, whenever you want to get together and jam, let's do it. Let's make it happen. Aw, dude, you too, man. You're a great guy, man. Honestly. Oh, well, much appreciated. Love to collab again. Yeah, same here, man. Same here. Jumped in a little late, but it's nice seeing you playing that Firefly. I have 3 of them. Wow. That's awesome, man. Yeah, these sound great, and they play great. I mean, I probably should put the new strings on I have, because it's just been sitting for a while, but... Yeah, no worries. Again, hope you feel better. That's awful. Any kind of physical injury just sucks, especially when it's like with your hands. If you're a musician, you know, I've been there with stuff. It's a bummer. Hey, there you go. I like that. Definitely. I'm always down for that. All right. I think somebody said Paradise City they wanted me to jam on. I don't know if they're still here. I can try jamming on that. Like, just rocking on it. And for those of you that are, you know, joining me that have joined before, I used to not do copyrighted jams because, you know, I was like, the copyright stuff would sometimes hit my channel, but I kind of gave up on that because even like backing tracks I've done started getting me. So it's like, at this point, I don't care if I do regular backing tracks or songs because it's all kind of the same. I thought I could like avoid it, but yeah, there's no like avoiding it apparently. All right, let's see if I can jam with Paradise City a little bit. Since that was one of the requests. This is a half step down, right? I don't know. I don't really know to play on that. Just a bunch of pentatonic stuff, I guess. Pentatonic licks? I don't know. Sorry for the flop there. Okay, I gotta go back just a little bit. Because I think I missed some stuff. Like an original, Trey said. Ah, dude, I would love that. Let's hook it up, man. I'm down. Thanks. Appreciate that. Carpal tunnel syndrome. Ouch. Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that your hands heal up and, you know, you get some relief once that surgery takes place, man. That's just awful. I almost had carpal tunnel when I was younger. So I can kind of see where your pain is, man. It's not fun at all. Testament style leads and riffs. You got it. We'll do some Testament backing track stuff then. Let's see, Celery backtrack. Okay, we could do that next. And then Ego Death, Scott says. All right, we'll get you guys in a row. So we'll do Testament, Celery, backtrack, and Ego Death. We'll do those three. Let's do it. And let me just read the comments. I'm not ignoring you guys. Dude, it's good. Thanks, man. I'm all right. I just jam. Yeah, I guess you got a good point there, Trey. Good point. It's wisdom right there. Yeah, I learned the hard way. It's like the backing tracks all kind of got the same, I noticed. Okay, we'll definitely get those going as well. Let's see. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Catch you later, brother. See you later, dude. Thank you for coming by again. I appreciate you, dude. We'll be in contact, I'm sure. Heck, appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. You're all very kind for my sloppiness. Guitar is that. This is Firefly FFSP, I think it is. I always screw up with the name. Somebody sent me this about a month ago. I'm not like 100% sure on the exact year, but I think it's 2024. Man, this is ridiculous. Thanks, man. Yeah, for sure. If there's anything you want me to try jamming on, I don't know everything. I have fun just playing on stuff. So if you don't mind me, you know, just jamming, we can do it. So let's go back a bit and let's go back, like I said, the Testament one, and then we'll do the Ego Death and the other ones you guys wanted. I don't want to ignore you guys. Let's do some Testament style jamming, I guess. All right, and then we'll go through the list again. So just if you have any requests after that, just throw them in there. I'll get to it as soon as I can. Okay, I'm just going to go with this first one that popped up. Hopefully this is okay with you guys. I'm just picking, unless you have a specific song, like I said, that's cool. What is this key in? It's like a Phrygian dominant. Oh, it kind of switched. change there. Kind of cool little harmony thing they do there. Something like that. Kind of screwed up. I was trying to do this little. That's what I was trying to screw up on. Oh well. Close enough. I screwed up. Screwed up improv. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. For Fear of the Dark. Okay, we can do that for you. Heck. Since you donated, man, we'll bump that up for sure. Let's do that next then, and we'll do the rest after here. No worries, man. No worries. Playing can't seem to do anything. What you suggest I keep playing and trying? You can get pretty fast. It just takes time, man. Like a lot of consistency. I have a lot of free lesson videos here on my channel, and I have some stuff on Patreon. But yeah, if you want to like just really build speed, it just comes to like playing stuff routinely every day with a metronome, just over and over and over again. Like play like a lick in a song you like a Metallica riff or something, or a Avenged Sevenfold lick, or just whatever you like. Break it down like section by section and play it like a million times with a metronome, and you're bound to get faster. I know that sounds stupid, but yeah, you know, I've been doing this like 23 years, so that's probably part of the reason. A lot of repetition. Oh, no worries. For Fear of the Dark, we saw that one. Make sure I'm catching up on the comments before I get shredding. I don't mean to ignore you guys. Okay, let's go back to Fear of the Dark, and then we'll do the rest, like Ego Death and stuff. Since that seems fair, since you donated there. Okay, yeah, no problem, man. And if that doesn't help, you're always welcome to reach out to me, shoot me an email, send me some video, and I'll give you even some free feedback. I don't mind. Yeah, long skinny fingers helps, that's for sure. I got kind of long fingers. Oh, man. Okay, let's do Fear of the Dark, and we'll get some jamming going, man. Let's see what we can do here. This one has vocals, but does it have one without the vocals? Oh, there we go, right there. That's what we're looking for. I see they moved down in pitch there. So what key is this in? It's really quiet though, this track. Let's see. Oh, I see. It's in D. See if we can skip ahead to a part we can hear. Ah, here we go. Let's see. It's like a. Oh, keychains. Oh, key change again. Sloppy notes, but I'm trying here. Trying to make it work. We're doing what we can. Okay, where are we at here? Sorry. Where are we at? I gotta go back up, sorry. Okay, so you've been doing, you're 45, trying to get faster for the past 5 years. Never too late. You got the right attitude, dude. It's never too late to get fast. I sometimes play too fast, and I'm trying to, like, undo that habit. I have the opposite problem. Heck yeah. Alright, make sure I'm reading your guys' comments real fast. I don't want to ignore you guys. Sean Lane influence. Definitely. I love Sean Lane. Great guitar player. Well, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. I'm happy I could make your day. Thanks for the suggestions, man. Ooh, nice. ESPs are killer. Definitely a good choice. Well, appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I've heard of Tom Hess. I don't know much about him, but I've heard of him. Let's see. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Oh, really? That's killer, man. Okay, so I know somebody requested a few things a while back. I know Ego Death was one of them. And then I think there was another one that was like something else. So let's do the... What was it called? Ego Death. Yeah, Ego Death one. Let's see. Do I stream every day? No, I do not. I wish I could. I have like a full schedule. I teach full time. I'm a teacher, so every day is just like teaching and then trying to make videos for my channel here and there. I try to stream every Friday. I try to. Most Fridays I am. So let's do Ego Death. That's like Polyphia, right? I don't know if I'm able to jam on that. I'm not a Polyphia guy. Our buddy Tyler, he's a really good guitar player. He does way better stuff than I do, like Polyphia style stuff. I can't do Polyphia stuff. I'll try. But yeah, we'll see. I could just try shredding on it, my 80 style. May not sound very good. I can't even hear this track. It's so quiet. There's got to be a louder track than that, right? Let's see.
Wix.
Oh, wow. The commercials are loud. YouTube is so funny. Like, they make the commercials super loud and the backing track's quiet. Okay, here we go. I hear something now. This is mainly drums, I guess, when you do like that. Music kind of cut. Guess we're good there. Oh, that's it? Thought there'd be like a different part there. Okay, so hopefully that was kind of fun. I don't know. It's kind of a empty backing track, so it probably sounded a little bit boring. Let's see here. Yeah, alright. You guys got any other suggestions for me? Feel free to drop them if I forgot anything. The chat gets kind of like lost on me, and I have a little ADD, so once I get jamming, I kind of forget stuff. So if I didn't do your request yet, be sure to let me know. Celery. Okay, let's do that. That's the one. I think I remember you mentioning that. Celery backing track. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. What is this? Okay. Kind of got screwed up there, but it's alright. Close enough. That's good enough jamming. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, it's a good old Buckethead tune there. Motorhead has another album about to drop. Wow, that's wild. Okay, that's what you want me to try jamming on is Takaji Rain, singing guitar by AZ, and then Stargazer by Rainbow. Okay, we can do that. Oh. That's silly, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Like I said, a little sloppy. Just forgive me. I haven't done a lot of playing, so we're doing the best we can. Okay, so you guys want to hear the rain thing. Takaji. Is that Japanese? Instrumental. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a whirl. Or is it Indonesian? I think it's probably Japanese, right? I don't know. This is a quiet track. They must have a better, hold on. I might find a better track that's a little louder so I can hear it. Is that really the only backing track on there? Man, why is it so quiet? That's wild. Okay, hold on a second. I have a way around this. Since that's the only track, let's do it this way.
Home is
Let's download it real quick and then up the volume myself manually, I guess. That's funny, man. I wish I could play a lot better. You know, I honestly I'm working every day to try to fix up my mistakes. So there's a lot better I could do. More control, more discipline on the movements and everything, but we'll get there one day. We'll get there. In the meantime, we're doing what we can. Alright, let's see if we can do this jam then. Let's import it into my DAW and do it this way, because the other, like I said, the only option was, it was just so quiet, the one that they had on YouTube. I don't know what the song is, so I'll try not to butcher it too bad. If I do butcher it, forgive me. Well, like I said, we'll do what we can. We're going to need to insert a booster for the volume so I can actually hear the track. That'd be good. Okay, let's try this now. Okay, I can hear it at least. That's a good sign. Don't know what this is. Key change? Weird switch they did. I'm not sure about the key change there. I don't know what they did, like they moved and modulated somewhere. That's a cool track, man. I never heard that before, but it sounds cool. It sounds like Japanese, I guess. I gotta go back to my screen here. I didn't mean to ignore you guys. Alright, where am I at here? Okay, we can do that one for you. Thanks, man. I'm still working on it. Still putting in the hours, unfortunately. No worries, dude. Thanks for coming by. Let's see. Going to the Metallica and Pantera concert in June. Nice, man. Love Pantera and Metallica. That's awesome stuff. Little Wing by Jimi Hendrix. Okay, you got it. So let's see. Stargazer by Rainbow was requested first, I believe. And then 500 Faces, 1000 Eyes. But I think, Jerry, I don't know if you're still here. So we could do that after the Stargazer by Rainbow. We'll just keep going down the list. By Rainbow. Instrumental, I guess. And we'll see if we can play something on top of it without sounding too terrible. I don't know what this is either. It looks like this is... that's weird. This is in Korean. I mean, it's not... I don't think this is a Korean song, but this is in Korean video. It's weird. Random. Okay. Kind of a trippy track. It's kind of like modulates from there. I'm not really sure what to do with that track, but it sounds cool. I like it, man. Thanks for the suggestion on that. Okay. And I guess Little Wing is next. So we'll do that, I guess. and we'll do some jamming with that one. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or any requests, I'll do my best not to destroy the song. I'll try to keep it as interesting as I can. So feel free to shoot them my way, and we'll go with it, man. Awesome. Hope you guys are having a good Friday out there, and this is entertaining for you guys. Throw some suggestions my way, and we will get it going. Absolutely. Have all this stuff. Oh, I see what happened. My dog's flea medicine came. That's what the notification was. It's like, what is that? All right, let's do some jamming. You want me to do Little Wing? All right, we will do Little Wing. Let's see what we can do on
Taco
this.
Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux
Nightwish
boxes.
Ice Queen. You got it. We can do that right after this one, and we'll get right to that, my friend. You got it. See, it just kind of kicks into these chords, I think. Okay, so this kind of loops in a circle, I see. Sounds cool. I'm not like a great bluesy Hendrix guy, as you can tell. But, alright, let's see. Nightwish Ice Queen. Let's do that. Ice Queen. Say that 10 times fast. Probably sounds like ice cream. Instrumental. Let's see what we got here. Nightwish. Oh, I see. Within Temptation, Ice Queen. Ah, I got you. Alright, here we go. Let's try it. That's a quiet track. Let's try a different track that I can hear a little better. That one was like really, really quiet.
Hey.
Ah,
nice
commercials.
I'm Laura. I just joined the company.
Alright, let's keep them coming. Keep those jams going. Here we go. Let's see here. Let me readjust my headset. I just knocked my cord out. Alright, let's see here. Kind of a cool intro. Trying some experimental tap stuff, but pretty cool. It's a nice track. Oh, I see. So they're doing like this. Something like that. Pattern, I don't know. Cool riffage. I like it, man. Sounds pretty neat. Alright, let me go back here. You ever use the Hirojoshi scale? Sure do. But I don't use it like this. I usually do it like... Oh, sorry, let me see. Where's a good area I like to do it? Maybe here. Like that. All right, let's see here. Ooh, all right, we can do that for you. Gotta make sure I get the name right here. That's a Name I always screw up. Okay, make sure I read the comments before I do that. Yeah, heck yeah. Play some Dio, Children of the Damned. We could do that for you next, man. Heck yeah, we'll go in order. We'll do this track Clutch wants, and we'll do your track right after. Heck yeah. Thanks, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Music and Gear? Thanks for coming, man. How you doing? All right, we got some stuff here. So we'll keep going through the list of requests. Keep sending them my way. I'm going to keep going through them. We got this one. We're going to go to the one after, and then we'll go to the third one. So we got 3 so far. Awesome. Thanks for joining me, guys. We'll keep going. So let's check out this
Stop me if this sounds like
Marco track.
You've been playing the guitar for a while now. You know
Playing the guitar for a while. We're trying to make some money on this thing. That's all these ads want is money. All right, here we go. Some jamming. What can we do? That's the question. Can I quiet? Kind of a cool track. I like it. It's got some kind of cool jam vibes to it. All right, let's go back up here. Don't want to ignore you guys. Lester, do you upload the stream to YouTube so I can learn from it when I have more time? Yeah, definitely, man. This all stays on YouTube. Now, whether or not it gets like banned later, I don't know. It might, because I'm doing copyrighted material. So like later, it might get blocked in some countries. I don't know what country you're in. But yeah, thank you so much for saying those kind words. Appreciate the support. And hopefully the video will be up later. I mean, if it's not, then it's probably a copyright issue. But hopefully not. Fingers crossed. All right, let's see what's going on here. I know you guys had some suggestions. Okay, yeah, you want to hear Dio, Children of the Damned. Let's do it. Let's do some Children of the Damned here. All right, what do we got here? Some Iron Maiden, Children of the Damned. Looks like. Okay, we could do that. Was that like a ripoff of One, that solo they did? That's kind of funny. Totally sounds like that. Alright, where are we at here? Sorry guys, not trying to ignore ya. I gotta go back up to the last request because I forgot. Roquefort or Themata by Comeval. Okay, we will try that. I'm looking it up right now as I look through the chat. Okay, I found an instrumental. Alright, before I do that, let's scroll down a little bit. Thanks for that. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate that. I'm just a nerd, man. Yeah, for sure. I sure do. If you want one, shoot me an email. I got like a whole box from over here. Okay, boogie woogie woogie. Get the old boogie woogie going on, like the old like that, or like the. Would you like to have something like a? Something like that. I don't know. May request no easy way out Survivor. Sure, we could do that next. We'll keep them coming, man. Keep the requests coming. Keep me busy, so I don't yap. To be able to play that fast with relaxed hand, kind of is insane. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. See, Maiden was first. The sweeping taps are insane, Lester. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. These little, you like these things? Kind of sloppy. Try to do these little. I always screw up. Yeah, a bit sloppy, but I always screw it up. How do you do pinch harmonics? A few different ways. I have a whole video on this, by the way, on my channel. If you go look at my lesson video playlist. Something like that. All right. Let's see here. I gotta go back into this play jam here. Getting sidetracked. Okay, this is one of the tracks that was requested a second ago, so make sure I keep everything going. Keep the requests going. We'll keep jamming. What a trippy backing track, man. I gotta be careful with this. It sounds kind of proggy. And I don't want to screw up too bad and end up out of key. This one's really hard to hear, so let me just download it and put it in my DAW, because I'm having a hard time hearing some of like the drums. I'm already going to have a hard enough time as it is playing this, so let me just download the audio real quick. Put it in my DAW real fast. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. Might be boring to you. Watch me click buttons. We're working on it. We're working on it as fast as we can here. Oh, it just stopped. Oh, they're jamming. I hear it. Screwed up my diminish, but it's okay. Pretty cool, I like it. Kind of a neat jam there. Fell out of my key a few times, but oh well. Happens. Oh, okay, I missed some comments. Sorry, guys. Malmsteen Blue backing track. Okay. How long have I been playing guitar? About 24... 24 years now. 24 years. I was gonna say 23, but I forget it's been a year now. So 24 years, yeah. But like not having like good instruction until maybe halfway through my journey. So I had to clean up a lot of bad techniques, which I'm still trying to clean up. Destiny by Stratovarius. You got it. Okay, so we'll do Yngwie Malmsteen Blue backing track, and then we'll do the Stratovarius one. Alright, let's keep them coming. You guys got any good requests from me? Feel free to drop them down below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can here. Hope you're having a good Friday. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be here for a little bit longer. Might as well. Ah, commercials.
Is made for your business.
Always when I'm least expecting it, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get in full Malmsteen mode here, huh? It's the most Malmsteen thing. Tried fitting some outside notes in there. Didn't really work. Some of them did, some didn't, but oh well. It is what it is. Alright, where are we at here? Oh yeah, we want to do Destroy Stratovarius. Look, 30, nice. Heck yeah. 34. So, not too far off. Alright, let's see here. New found by Gojira. Okay, we could do that next. So we'll do Destiny by Stratovarius. Destiny Stratovarius. Backing track. Or instrumental, I guess, because I don't want vocals on it. We're just going to do freeform jamming. Or something like that. I don't know. And then we'll keep going through the list. You're 24 right now, just starting your guitar journey. I'm lucky I can find such great players I can learn from. That's awesome, man. Congratulations for picking up the instrument. It's never too late to start jamming. I have a bunch of free lesson videos here on the channel. I don't know if they'd be useful or not, because they're not really beginner friendly. But maybe later on you can come back and take a look at some of those, and they might be useful to you. But yeah, dude, good luck to you in your journey. I think that's awesome. All right, let's see what this is in. I don't really know the key of the song either, but you know, we're just jamming it. So. Just goes back into this again? Okay. Cool. Very nice classical sounding piece. I dig it. Alright, where are we going here? I gotta go back, sorry. So you want to hear Gojira, Newfound. We'll do that next. Nice. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. What's up, New Mexico Saint? How you doing, man? What kind of amp do I recommend to a new player? One that doesn't break the budget. If you're looking for some good sounds, you get like... I know the Boss Katana's pretty popular, but I don't recommend it. I think it sounds kind of like, I don't know, kind of junky. I'd say to get like maybe a Spark. Those seem pretty decent. I've heard some good things about the Spark mini amps. You can also get like, what is that one called? Like a Marshall Code. Those are pretty decent. Or an MG. Heck yeah, man. Nightbot's keeping it going. Heck yeah. Time to put the Little Wayne on. Heck yeah, it's time to make the 10,000 mark. One day we'll get there. Aw, thanks, dude. Appreciate the shout out there. Yeah, he's been an awesome student, by the way. New Mexico Saint's been a great guy. Super easy to teach, and he's learned a lot with me. So I'm super grateful, dude. Looking forward to our lesson this Sunday. Technical difficulties. I covered that one time a long time ago. I don't know if you ever seen my actual cover. If you go look at my channel of covers, I have like a playlist, and I did a full cover of that song like 4 years ago. I don't remember how to play it anymore, but I can jam on it if you want. Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see ya. Long time no see, man. Heck yeah. You like your Black Star? Yeah, Black Star's pretty good. I like it better than Boss, for sure. Yeah, Spark's pretty decent. Oh, good point. New X. New X is awesome, too. Heck yeah, man. We'll get it going. We'll do some jamming. Did watch it, yes. Alright, we could try jamming on it. It'll just be improv, though. Going metal, or have you always been... Yeah, so yeah, I started with metal and rock stuff. And then, like, later in life, I got more into blues and country and, like, jazz stuff. But believe it or not, I know it sounds kind of weird. And then there's a period I didn't play any metal at all, and I still really don't play a lot of metal, believe it. I do a lot of more fusion stuff. This last, like, CD I put out was kind of more metal, I guess. But, yeah, I play a lot of jazzy, blues stuff. Yeah. Hopefully that kind of gives you some more insight. Yeah, the Joyo ones are pretty decent, too. Got a good point there. Alright, so I think Gojira was on the list. So let's do the Gojira one. And that was... Let me go back here. I always get the name of that song mixed up, and you just told me it, I know. Newfound. There we go. Newfound. Instrumental. And then we'll do some Racer X after that, I guess. And we'll try our best not to screw it up. What key is this in, I wonder? Oh, wow, that's cool. Kind of reminds me of like a weird Pantera mix. Sounds pretty cool, man. A lot of crappy notes, my part, but you only could play so many Phrygian dominant licks till it sounds kind of the same on my end. So you really enjoyed The Void. Nice, man. Thanks for that. I'm glad you enjoy the that song there. It was a lot of fun putting that together, that fusion song. One of my favorites. All right, let's see here. Racer X technical difficulties. I guess we'll give it a go. It's been a lot of years since I played this song. I don't think I'll be able to play it up to speed by any means, but I'll just jam out with it. Yeah, I don't think I can play this song anymore like I used to. It's gonna sound pretty bad. Okay, we get to that pretty soon. We'll do that next. I don't remember how this part goes at all. Yeah, I don't remember half of those notes are supposed to play in that song because it's been like 4 or 5 years, so sorry for the slop. Alright, where am I at here? Yo, let's love to see you live again. Do you know Bark at the Moon by chance? We could jam on it. Let's see, we're going to do this Black Wind, Fire, and Steel by Manowar, and then we could jump on to over to, or was it? Oh yeah, okay, let's make sure I got the right song. I was going to say Over the Mountain, but I had the wrong one, so... Okay, let's see here. So, Manowar. Looking for the backing track now. We're getting it going. Let's see here. That was super cool. Thanks for all the good jamming. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thanks for forgiving my mistakes and sloppiness. Appreciate ya. Let's see. Black Wind, Fire, Steel, backing track. We're going to go for it, man. We're going to keep jamming out. And, yeah, we'll see how long I can handle this. When you do all this crazy jamming, your arms start to get a little tired, especially when you did deadlifts the day before. 2 hours in, man. 2 hours in. We're going for it. Alright, let's see what we got here. I don't want the vocal track, though. I just want, like, maybe karaoke track would be better. Let's see. Because then that gets, like, in the way of, you know, the improv. Alright, here we go. Let's do this, I guess. Good enough. Karaoke track. My goodness. Track. I like it. Sounds very shreddy. I can see why Michelangelo Badio is playing with those guys. Makes total sense. Alright, let's see here. We did Bark at the Moon. Yeah, I could try doing that. Let's see. I don't really know. We could try. I kind of remember the riff. I don't want to play it really wrong, but I think it's kind of similar. forgot like half the notes in that song, but oh well, it's okay. All right, where are we at here? All I Know by Carnival. All right, you got it. We'll do that in just a second. Let me get a good stretch in. My arms are pretty fried after 2 hours of just shredding up and down the neck. We'll try to do some mellow jamming with this last one here. Yeah, can't talk right. But yeah, if you guys aren't joined on my Patreon yet, definitely feel free to go check it out. I think it's like $5 or something like that. I have it set up for the lowest tier. But we're gonna do like a live lesson type live stream. Well, how do you say that? Like a a live stream lesson format type video. Anyways, later tonight. So if you guys want to join me on that, we'll be doing that in a little bit, probably like in an hour or so. But let's see here. Oh, no worries, man. Thank you for hanging out, watching me. It's hopefully exciting and not too boring for you. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of fun. I like to come here on Fridays and hang out, and it's nice that I can join the community again. I stopped for a little while because we had like a bot issue. I had like raids, like 10, 20 bots would come in at once and raid my channel. So I ended up giving up live streams for like a month. But then I was able to find Nightbot here, our trusty companion, and it's like AI software to fight back. So it's kept out a lot of the bot raids, I noticed. I haven't seen any yet, at least. So, heck yeah. That firefly is on fire. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. But yeah, super cool. Hope you guys are having a good Friday out there. I'm just going to get a little bit of water and stay hydrated here. Heck yeah. Gotta stay hydrated, man, especially when you're playing a lot of music. Heck yeah. All right. By the way, I got like a huge stack of stuff over here. I didn't realize it was almost falling over, so give me a second. Whoops. All right, there we go. I have some little mini amps up here stacked up I'm trying to sell. And, yeah, I had them like stacked up high. I don't know why they're stacked up that high. I didn't even realize it. It's kind of funny. How oblivious you can be in your own house, right? But, awesome job. So, let me see here. Let me drop my Patreon link just in case anybody wants to join that's not already joined. Lots of lesson material on there. Lots of free lessons too once in a while, but you guys are always welcome to join for the stream later if you want to hop on for that. AI can't steal your skills. Not good enough. That's funny, man. Heck yeah, I gotta support the people. I like that. AI is cool for certain stuff, but not music. It's just kind of soulless. I don't know, lifeless. Yeah, music nowadays in general is kind of taking a weird turn where everything's really overproduced, especially with like a lot of the modern metal and modern guitar player stuff on social media. Probably gonna make a video on that topic too at some point, but yeah, it just gets to be more like produced sounding and like kind of fake instead of being more musical and like raw. And I'm cool with like production quality as long as people can pull it off live, but some stuff just sounds so fake, and AI too, as the day giveaway, when it's AI, you can just tell right away. I'm sure in the next 10 years we won't notice the difference. Like music will sound pretty much the same, right? The AI just will sound indistinguishable. Like you won't know the difference. That's the scary part when we don't realize what's AI anymore. I guess that'll be the tricky part about it. But anyways. Yeah, let's do this last jam here. And let's see here. All I Know by Carnival. Karaoke instrumental. Let's give it a listen first. pretty cool. Heck yeah, I like it. It's a fun track, man. I didn't know about this band until now, so I'll have to give their music a listen. Heck yeah. Well, super cool, guys. It's been about 2.5 hours of jamming. Probably going to head out of here for now. I'll do a live stream probably in an hour on my Patreon, or a private stream where I do like a lesson type thing. So if you guys want to sign up for that, it's only like $5. And then we can jump into like a whole like guitar teaching stream. But yeah, until then, hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. If I don't see you before the next video, I'll see you guys in the next live stream, which is every Friday around, I don't know, I guess 4 o'clock Pacific time. Usually around 4 o'clock Pacific time. Unless something crazy happens or I get hit by a truck, I should be here. Hopefully. But, guys, sir, thank you. You as well. Have a good rest of your evening. Stay well, stay healthy. I hope all you guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Thank you for joining me, and I will catch you all in the next one. Alright, guys. Peace.